Let's see if it connects to the YouTube or not. We are back up. We are back up. We are back up. I gotta make sure everybody can hear me though. Just in case it's not what it should be. My streaming is back. 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 Yeah. So we back up on the YouTube here. Okay, so I don't need to worry about that. I do need to bring the chat here. I'm just really doing this little testy. Don't know if anybody's even going to join, because they really don't be letting people know about them streams. You feel me? I wonder, can you send out a I think you can send something now. Let's go see. I can. How about I drop it on Twitter? How about that? I'll drop it on Twitter for everyone else to know. Trying to see how many people I get in here. I'm really trying to make sure my stream keys and everything was back up to date and stuff like that. I'm not following you, YouTube. Why would I follow you? I don't want to follow you on Twitter. That's one thing I was kind of doing. What's up, man? What's going on, everybody? Everyone that is here. AP Reactions, what's good? Kicking in the science. Kicking in the science. Bro, I love the fact that you have never changed your name. You know what I'm saying? Queensbridge, what's going on? It's been a while, man. Strike fell off today. Got my streams back. And I was really kind of just testing it to make sure like my OBS and my YouTube code stream key still worked and all that other type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make sure. So I wanted to give it a test run. So there'll be no music today. All right. But I do want to get some people in here and we can just kind of talk about the corona. This bitch infecting me. If you listen to Hobson, then you'll know. Oh, yes. Which I ain't gonna lie, I haven't really been playing games for like last week. So what I do is I give you a rundown. My family has been in a constant cycle of sick. It started around, I think, a week before Christmas. I got sick for a couple of weeks. It was kind of like a cold ordeal. January kind of hits. We're doing pretty good. But then my second son develops seizures out of nowhere. Okay? We take him to the hospital. They run a bunch of tests, tap his spine for meningitis just to make sure. We have no answers. All right? We have zero answers for that. He gets better. We all get better. Because my other two kids got sick. Well, that's just because we went to the ER. And there's nothing but sick people in the ER. So that's just what happens most of the time. But over the past 2 days, he had 2 more seizures. So we won't know anything until they do the scan on his brain to see what's going on there. And if we don't get no answers there, then we just don't know what's happening. Okay? So I've kind of been away from a lot of stuff. In fact, some of the people in this stream will tell you, like, when they tell me about someone's album, I'll be like, bro, I ain't even listened to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been away from stuff. More important things have been going down. But I did say I was coming back once the strike was gone. Dummy seizures? Well, it seems he gets them when he gets sick. So they were telling us it could be like think she called it febrile seizures, where you get a fever and it induces a seizure. Like your body gets hot and it induces a seizure. So it could be that. But I knew a grown dude who had something like that I worked with. You live in Italy? They closed everything, like stuff that happened in the U.S. soon. All right, so I'm glad we have somebody from Italy here. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we have somebody from Italy here. Let me ask you an honest question, Queensbridge. How is your general sanitation within Italy? Like, how close do people live together? What's the public transportation like? Because that's kind of what separates the U.S. is the major places that are really infected with corona: New York, California, Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all those places are heavily dependent upon public transportation. Everyone lives in very close proximity. But when you go to places like states we have here where everything's really, really spread out, there's some states here that don't have nothing. I'm glad they postponed Mission Impossible. You know, I wish they would postpone Fast and the Furious forever. Just leave it in a constant state of just postponal. You feel me? So I'm just saying, like, they can postpone that one too. James Bond ain't been dope in years. He ain't been dope in years, fam. I'm just being real. Nothing is dope about it. They can postpone it. Alright, so you think Skyfall was good? I don't think Skyfall. Bro, listen. Listen, bro. Science, listen to your bro. Listen to your boy here. James Bond fought the Illuminati in a movie, fam. He fought the Illuminati in a movie. I mean, the whole round table. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Nobody cared. John Wick's dog got shot. And he went on a killing spree. And everyone loved that movie more. Okay? The Equalizer. Denzel Washington was protecting a prostitute, and people love that movie more. Listen to me. Think about that. Denzel, premise of the movie, protected a prostitute. Keanu Reeves, John Wick, premise of the movie, got revenge because they killed his dog and stole his car. James Bond, 007, fought the Illuminati, and no one cared about that movie like they did the other two that involved a prostitute and a dog. I'm just putting that out there. James Bond can go back in time and stop plagues in his movie, and nobody would care if John Wick loses another dog. I'm just putting that out there. Anyways, so with a training montage, I know, right? You saw him lift up that wagon with the people sitting on it. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know how much weight was in the back. They set them up front. So, I mean, you probably could have went over there with one hand and just lifted it up. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jeff? What's up, Mike? I was just explaining that whole James Bond situation because I wanted people to understand. I've watched a lot of James Bond, like a lot of James Bonds, and I'm really I enjoy the trailers more. Not even gonna lie, I enjoy the trailers more. The trailers are just so dope. But when I sit through the whole movie, I'm just kind of like, at least in Skyfall, he just banged that one chick. Like, I thought, like, the chick that they came to kill, he just banged her. And I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. You know, I'm like, man, don't make no love interest. And then he made a love interest anyway. And I was just kind of like, I want a James Bond that's just like, just offing everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I want. All right, so let's talk about the corona a little bit because we kind of got off topic, but that's cool because that's what we do here. And that's what I love about y'all. All right, so there's a couple things with the corona, and I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I don't even think my wife knew until a few days ago when I told her that I am a complete germaphobe. Okay, but I had to integrate myself into society, so I had to fight certain things. Can we all agree that human beings are nasty as hell? Like, can we just agree that humans are nasty? Okay, I'm not gonna go into the way my mind works with germs, bacteria, shit like that, because I start getting into some little increment things that some of y'all might not even agree with. But I'm just saying, can we agree humans are nasty? Okay, I was walking through Walmart the other day, right? And some dude was in the child play area with his daughter, straight digging in his nose. I mean, just, you know, the ones you trying to get in the back where you just like, you just trying to get that mug in the back, doing that. And then like just touched multiple of those things with his daughter. And I was just sitting there just looking like, we are nasty people. We are. I'm just being real. We nasty, man. Okay? I ran this. How many dudes we got in here? Okay? Everybody dudes? Like, everybody dudes? Okay? because women might not understand this. I just want to throw this out there. Y'all got a curfew? I was just talking to Queensbridge, and he said y'all live real close to each other, and that was one of the points I was making earlier about spreading stuff. Is there are some places in this world, like the reason why I spread through China like wildfire, they live on top of each other. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in so close proximity. All right, so I'm gonna throw this out here. I'm gonna wait on the dude thing because I'm more people. I know some of y'all do. I know Jeff is a dude. I know Mike is a guy. You know what I'm saying? But all right, so think about this. When you cough, right? They tell you to cover your mouth. Like you cover your mouth with your hands, correct? Now, in the ideal world, when you cough in your hands, you're supposed to go wash your hands. But if you're out in public in areas where you can't get to a place to wash your hands, that means you just put all that in your hands that's going to touch every doorknob, every car handle, all this different stuff until you get to a place to wash it off, which by that time you've wiped it on so many other things. yeah APO, we did that. Like we showed our kids yesterday that you cover like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't and then be like, hey, you know, you don't do that. Because if you're out and about, you can't get somewhere and just wash your hands. You just, you know, takes care of it. CB, I mean, it sucks, bro. It really does. But you know what I'm saying? You're touching your phone. You're touching your wallet. You're touching cards. You touch money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just go and then pay for your food. You know what I'm saying? Like, fam. Then you giving that money to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give that to somebody. That's what we're talking about, Sorrow. Like, there's been places where teachers have told kids, you cough, cover your mouth with your hands. You cough, and then they just touch all the desk and everything. And then you give it to the other kids. Anyways, all right, Sorrow, you're a girl, right? I believe you're a girl. I was gonna say something to the guys that I wanted to tweak their mind a little bit. All right. So you may not relate to this, but this is for my dudes out there. This is for my dogs. All right. That also too is you cover your sometimes they just tell you to cover your mouth, they don't really tell you how. So Coco is completely correct. That's what I'm saying. Like, they teach you, because like I've seen teachers tell, like, us being kids, you know, in elementary school though. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, my guys, on a normal day, let's say you're working, going to school, stuff like that, right? Tell me this is not true. You've been taught to, after you take a leak, you have to wash your hands. But you've never really been taught that you should wash your hands before you take a leak. Okay? Now, like I said, I'm talking to people from different areas, so it may be some differences there. You get me? Yeah, I've seen people do this, which to me is way better than that. You know, just put your shirt, cough in the air, keep that whatever. Right? But that's what I'm saying. There's some people who wash before and after. But think about it like this. On a normal day, your thing is in your pants, chilling. It's away from the world. Your hands are touching everything. You feel me? So, if not, your thing is way cleaner than your hands. So why are you so concerned about touching something that's just been sitting there chilling? You know, just away from everything. Away from everything, and you gonna sit there and take all the doorknobs, you know what I'm saying, everything you've touched, and then touch your thing with it. That is completely clean. You make it dirt. So you really should be more focused on washing your hands beforehand. I'm just saying. Like I said, if I get into the ink, like how my brain really thinks about this type of stuff, y'all gonna be like, this dude is a complete germaphobe. Like, just germophobia, just germs everywhere. Bro, I wear socks and shoes around my house, bro. You will not catch me outside barefooted. You know how many people spit on the sidewalks? You know how many cats have pissed and dogs have pissed on the concrete? And you really think I'm finna go out there with some bare feet? You guys is wilding. Straight wild, bro. Like I said, some of y'all may not agree with me, and I get it. But that's just me. Okay? I'm so happy my son has picked up the habit of putting socks and shoes on, or even just socks, when he goes outside. I'm so happy. So happy. Wash your hands every 10 seconds. That save you? No, it won't. No, it won't. No, it won't. I'm just. So they're basically making y'all make you just go to jail. I haven't really looked into him yet, Jeff. I know there was something going on with the NBA. The real question I want to ask some of my Americans real quick. Have y'all heard about the new plan this administration is trying to do to help counter that they want to implement if it gets too bad here for the economy? Like, please tell me somebody has read it. I read it this morning. And I said, this government is the dumbest government we've had since George Bush. This government is the dumbest government we done had since George W. Bush Jr. Let me say Jr. Okay, his daddy was a little bit smarter. Bro, for everybody in Italy, for everybody in Italy, everybody in other places, other countries, if you in here, this is America's, this is our plan for if things get too bad. Our government wants to implement a no tax on employee wages. They want to implement a no tax on earned income. Okay? No tax. Think about that for a second. And I would like for some people to tell me why that is a bad reason. Why is that a bad reason, guys? I want to see what some of y'all got to say. If inflation will go through the roof, true. But that's not the main cause. You got to think about it. The point of this is to help with the crisis with a virus that gets spread person to person. Why is that a bad idea? Yes, they plan on pulling from Social Security. Yes, they do. So that will go downhill as well. Okay. You have a virus that goes from person to person. Okay. You're incentivizing people to still go to work, to still spread the virus. So even if people are getting slightly sick or developing even the minor symptoms, they're still going to go to work because now they ain't getting taxed. This administration is the dumbest administration since George W. Bush Jr. You ain't say nothing about, hey, you can stay home so you don't spread it, and we'll take care of your bills or something like that. No, you're telling people to still go to work. It's even better for you to go to work even more because now you ain't finna get no tax. So that means sick people are going to be more incentivized. Oh my God. To still go to work and to spread the virus. No, I think he really is joking because everyone should know that the coronavirus has been around for a while. We're talking about a new strands of it. In fact, we're talking about, I believe, KJ, in fact, told me Hong Kong is reporting the first case of domestic dog, which, let me be very, 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 very clear that if the strain mutates to get into domesticated animals, that means that it's going to be able to be transferred between domesticated animals and wild animals, which will make it spread even faster. That does concern me. As of right now, I'm not really all that, because we live in a place that we have space. We can kind of keep away from people. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a 2 a.m. Walmart shopper anyways because I don't like dealing with people. Like I said, I'm a germaphobe, you know, introvert, stuff like that. To me, it would be smart if the government was like, we'll take care of your utilities. So you have food, water, lights, electricity, so forth and so on. And you all stay away from as many people as possible. That would be the smart thing to do. Like I said, it's not all that big here yet, but I just wanted to talk about some of these our genius administration in their plan to incentivize more people to be around each other and more people to fight through their sicknesses so they can keep making more money. Yes. You know what I'm saying? As far as what Calvin's saying, we do have a nice long list of viruses that have come through devastated areas and we recovered. I believe that we will recover from this as well. I'm not saying there won't be death, because there will be. There already has been. there'll be more death. Calvin believes in the whole mind over matter situation. Sometimes it's not the case. History has proven it. Sometimes you can think wellness all you want. There's many cancer patients who've thought well thoughts and have died. Anyways, you say you're on small town. Yeah, small town areas ain't getting hit like that. I told you, it's places where it's just a bunch of people, man. Bunch of people. Living conditions. A lot of people living on top of each other. A lot of people intermixing with animals, pets, stuff like that. You feel me? So, I'm just saying. Anyways, someone said they wanted to talk about something. D Wade and Gabrielle Union. What have D Wade and Gabrielle Union been doing? Well, how much money is the wealthy making? You want to know one thing I've noticed, and I don't know if y'all have been places. I'm noticing a lot of Lysol wipes, all that stuff is like bought out. You know what I mean? But when I went to like the medicine section and the vitamin section, that stuff was overstacked. So my real question is, why aren't people being a little bit more proactive? You know what I'm saying? Like, why aren't you... Oh, you're talking about their transgender daughter. Okay. All right, well, we'll pin that, Mike, and then we'll talk about it. But why aren't people being a little bit more proactive on their health versus trying to be reactive and buy stuff to wipe stuff clean? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a virus strain that enters the body, shouldn't you be worried about your health and making decisions more based around your health versus trying not to get it? I mean, you should do both, but wouldn't you think it'd be smart for you to actually do both? You know what I mean? Calvin, I think what you're saying is that the flu has killed more people, right? All right, so let's say that the strain is new, correct? So the strain is new, the flu's been here. All right. Influenza is still the killer. Influenza still be knocking people off. All right, it really does. But I think what a lot of people are saying is, give this new strand the same amount of time that you give the flu. Let it have its own season, and then you'll be able to tell which one kills the most. Because you may end up wrong by the end of the year with that stat. Like, because the flu has been here. So you may end up wrong with that stat by the end of the year. And that's the thing about stats. Something needs that time. Something needs more time. Give it the same. If you put the numbers of what Corona has done to the amount of time that flu has been here, it kills more people. Given the numbers of what it's taken, it kills more people. That's what people are saying. Both your boys have seizures with no answers? For real? We're trying to figure out what's happening with him. Because he had one Sunday and one on Monday. And the only thing left is for them to scan his brain to see what's going on. That's it. And then, like, when he had that 4 in one day, he legitimately, that hospital visit was $17,000. He was in there for one day. Think it's the food? He wasn't even there for a full 24 hours? Okay, so my wife is saying he wasn't even there for a full 24 hours. Bro, that was $17,000 for no answers. $17,000, bro, for 0 answers. Jeff, that's why I haven't been on the game, stuff like that. Mike, that's why, because he had seizures this week, so I kind of just been sitting back in chill mode. Only answer, will they grow out of it? I was just telling somebody, I work with a dude who, he has them. He's like 60 years old, and he'll have them standing up. Like, we were working, doing something, and he just locked up and like started drooling, and then he'll come out of them. Like, for real. Like, he'll just come out of them. And I'm like, that's the first time I had ever seen it. I'm like, what is that? And they explained to me, like, he'll have seizures. And his was activated if he got too hot. Like, if he got too hot, he'll have it. We haven't checked. Man, you had one that lasted 25 minutes. They told us if it lasts over 5, we give them the shot in the rectum. And then if it's still going after that, you to call them. See, that's the thing I'm afraid of. See, but my son has an indicator though. He'll say his head hurts, his legs hurt. Normally when he says that, soon after, he'll have one. So I normally, like last night, I went in there and laid him on his side and put a pillow behind him, because if he has them, you know, you don't want him to choke on his spit and stuff like that. That's the thing that I'm always kind of like getting up and checking, is that right there. Man, that's crazy. You believe coronavirus is a man-made, restricted, controlled population? Was it man-made? Hey, how many meat eaters we got in here? That's one we'll ask. How many meat eaters we got? We got any vegetarians or vegans in here? Because now we can get into a subject matter that a lot of people don't like to talk about, which is what you eat. We can talk about that. We can get into that conversation. Most people hate talking about it. It is what you eat. All right, so APO, I'm trying my best not to call you by your name. It was seizure. I'm thinking Me too. I'm thinking that's what's happening with him. Like, I think that's what's happening with him, right? I think what's happening with him is he gets sick. You know, the fever is your body's natural way of not of you know, basically fighting it, and then it causes him to have a seizure because his body's getting too hot. It's affecting the brain. All right, so let's get into this conversation. You are what you eat. Now, what some people don't realize is you are what you eat also applies for what you're eating. What I mean by that is animals. Animals are what they eat, which makes what you eat, which is them, a part of you. Okay? There's people out there who eat a lot of stuff. I'm going to be completely real. Not only am I a germaphobe, I am the plainest person with food you will ever come around. When I go to a new restaurant, you know what I normally order? A burger and french fries. You want to know why? Because if they mess up that, I know the rest of the food on the menu is garbage. Like, if your burger and fries is trash, you can't make anything else complicated. Okay? And that's just my little theory. Okay? That's just me. If I go to a new spot, I don't care how fancy it is, I'm going to be like, y'all got a burger and some fries? That's the straight thing I'm going to ask for. And if I eat it and it's garbage, I'm going to be like, there's no point in me trying to order this thing that I can't pronounce because it's probably going to be just as trash. So, my bad, guys. I got y'all staring at a blue screen. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. So, people out there eat bear, eat alligator, eat snake, eat a bunch of other stuff that I would never, ever eat. All these different animals carry bacteria and viruses within themselves. Most of the time, it is not harmful to humans. But what ends up happening is enough humans start eating it to where it mutates. Once it mutates, then it can be passed to humans. And that's just facts. That's not me making that up. That's just facts. When enough humans begin to eat it, it mutates. Once it mutates, it can be passed from host to host. There's some things that get passed from cow to cow. When enough humans eat it, it mutates and it can get passed to human to human. You can, I've listened to experts on this. This is something that happens. It's something that happens. It's something that most, and I mean most of the meat industry tries to hide. I eat meat, by the way. I'm not like a vegetarian. I'm just telling you. They hide it from you. Because what would happen if the public got hip to the fact that they could be causing their own demise by simply what they eat? I'm just saying, it happens. Did they not teach this stuff in school? Sorrow, this is not Korea. This is America. The beef industry does not want kids to know that there are bacteria and viruses in animals that could transport over to them. This is why, and some of you all again, are not going to agree with me, and that's fine. Y'all know I still love you anyway. We can have difference of opinion. But this is one of the reasons why your food, scientifically, should be cooked all the way through, because it makes it easier for you to get it if you're taking in the blood transfusion, anybody? Taking in the blood of the animal. It's the main reason why the food should be fully cooked. Just saying. I'm just saying. That's why you run a lower. Sorrow, I had to learn most of this outside of our education system. I had to learn this on my own. This is not, they don't talk about none of this stuff in school. I had to learn a bunch of this stuff on my own. If you don't have the mind to want to learn other things outside of like what you just been told, no, sir. Hey, you're not going to know a whole lot. I've had real life conversations with people. This is one of the reasons why I like doing the whole Am I getting trolls? I think I'm getting trolls. Anyways, because ain't nobody brought up Eminem like this. We sitting here talking about a virus and talking about other stuff. Ain't nobody brought up that art. Ain't nobody even brought up no music people. Anyways, so I had to learn all this stuff by myself. So when I sit down somewhere with a group of my coworkers and they was like, hey, how you want your steak? I'm like, done. They all looked at me like I was an alien. They like, they're like, so you don't want it a little bit moist? I'm like, for what? And then when I sat there and explained it to them, they looked even more confused. Oh, I'm going to eat it the way that I like to eat it. I'm saying, man, bro, that's fine. Do what you want to do. I'm just saying. The grass fed is basically what they're saying when they say grass fed is basically is fed through it's fed hay, grass, so forth and so on, because a lot of cows are fed corn. So it's kind of like a counteractive to them being fed corn. Okay, like they feed your tilapia This man just say Lil Uzi Vert? Did this man just say Lil Uzi Vert? Oh, I lost. What was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. I ain't never seen that name ever requested. I ain't never seen that name requested in any of my live streams. Hold on, man. I've never seen that. I have never ever seen that. Okay. Marcus, you new here, bro? Are you new here, fam? Yeah, my bad. The corn is fed to like tilapia. It's fed to a lot of animals. So easy to produce. They feed it to them. It causes issues with the animal's stomach, which then therefore they're feeding it to. Bro, that threw me completely off. I have never seen that name in a live stream or in a comment section on my channel. Like, no one's ever requested it. Bro, I've had people request country music before a name like that has ever popped up. It just threw me off. I apologize, everybody. My bad. So that's the counteraction for the grass-fed. I keep wanting to call you your name because I know it. Because I know it. Okay, so that's the whole point of it. So you are what you eat. Okay, I know people eat seafood. I don't. Like shrimp, they're just the cockroaches of the ocean. I mean, they are. That's what they really are. They're just the cockroaches of the the ocean. Yeah, that kinda. I got my moderators in here. What I got moderators in here for? Actually, KJ ain't in here, huh? My bad. Moderators. I think we have a Russian troll. I think we have a Russian troll in here. He asked for Little Uzi Vert, a place where that type of music has never ever been played. You know how to troll? I was finna say, bro, it was looking trollish. Okay, I'm not a troll. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Just wanted to be real. All right, so I just wanted to put that out there. I seen you did King ISO. I think the Little Uzi Vert made me think like, okay, all right, somebody's trolling. And don't get me wrong, Marcus, because Mike and Jeff, they'll all tell you they troll me. I know them, and they will troll me. So I just be like, man, y'all trolling. So if you just trolling, okay. But yeah, that right there, bro, that has never been anything ever like that play. This is a strange music rhyme sayer. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is that land. Okay. So yes, with the King ISO, I understand, but I'm not doing reactions right now. Just because I just got my live streams back, and I don't want to run the risk of getting strikes and losing my live stream because I actually miss doing this. I have not heard of Maz. I haven't heard him. Yeah, see, Mike tell you he trolls. See, I haven't heard a single from him yet. I haven't heard a single from was it Maze? I think it's Maze. What I've heard him featured on, like Greenlit, to me is dope. I love Greenlit. Like, I love Greenlit. Even his part, because some people don't like him. The only other person I haven't heard who I think is new is it Jeremiah Robinson? Is it Jeremiah Robinson? What do you mean, bro? Are you not in the plant? What plant? It's Jeremiah Robinson, right? I haven't heard him either. And I think he's very new. And is Futuristic and Jelly Roll? Is Futuristic and Jelly Roll now part of Strange? I wanted to ask that question real quick while we're talking about this, and then I'll get back to the seafood ordeal. My understanding on the seafood situation is if you want the really good stuff, you need to kind of get it ordered from Alaska, and that is expensive. Like, for real. I ordered one small thing of Alaskan cod. And I mean, I said, I'll never do it again. It was good. It was good, but it was expensive. I said, this is what rich people do. Thank you, Marcus. All right, I was wondering that. So distribution deals. How do I prepare my fish? That's a good question. I haven't ate it in so long. I think my second son was 2 years old. Last time I actually really prepared fish. I always oven bake it. I don't fry my fish. I oven bake fish. I know I do that. I'm not big on fried fish. That's why you can have a fish sandwich on any menu out there. I will never order it. I'm just not really big on fried fish. I know I oven bake it. I think I oven bake my fish. Season it and oven bake it. That's just going off memory. I actually bought some fish because I was going to try to eat it for my diet, but it's been sitting in there for like 2 months because I haven't been able to keep up with the videos and stuff like that because of what's been going down. But yeah, I think he said it was whack. Bro, I will never ever order. Like, people, like, you know, I understand about having variety and options, but like if I go to a burger joint, I'm gonna order a burger. Like, me and my wife had this conversation like a couple of days ago. If I go to a burger place, I order a burger. If I want chicken, I'm going to go to a place that normally specializes in chicken. I'm not going to go to the burger joint for chicken. I don't see a reason for it. But again, like I said, I'm weird. I'm a weird person. All right, so who's ready to talk about the transgender topic? Just want something different? I don't normally get burgers. So you said, I'm going back to the burgers. I feel you, bro. I just don't, bro. I just, like, if you telling me your sandwich, your main sandwich is named after the company, right? Like the Dave or the Dave Double and stuff like that. I'm not coming to you for no fish or chicken sandwich because I believe you put more care in your burgers than you do those other options. There's a Chick-fil-A, a Slim's Chicken, a Charlie's Chicken. There's 3 other joints I know in my area that specialize in straight chicken. I'll go there. Dalton, the only thing Cane's got is that sauce. And I can show you how to make the sauce at the crib. So you never have to go to Cane's again. I looked up the recipe for it. I was like, I'm gonna make this at the house. I ain't finna go all the way there for they little weak ass chicken strips just because they got good sauce. Make the sauce at the crib. It is easy to make. It's actually entirely way too easy to make. And when I made it, I was like, never gotta go to Cane's ever again. They don't season their food. That's the number one thing also about fast food joints in general. They don't season their food because they have to serve it for everyone. I would rather get my turkey burgers made up, season them up the way I want, get me some tater tots, season them the way I want, throw it in the oven because I really, really, really do not want greasy tater tots like what Sonic's gives you. Like, you can basically refry your burger with the amount of grease that you get. And I just oven bake it all. And boom. And I just say, I got heaven right here on earth. That's what I do. Are they really going? Hey, I will say this. We talk down. We talk really, really down on this fast food joint. We don't like talking about it. But if they bottled up sweet and sour sauce from McDonald's, because I swear they put crack cocaine in it. Like, I promise you, I think there is illegal drugs in that sauce. Just putting that out there. That's what they need to bottle up. Because then I would get nuggets from like Chick-fil-A and just use that sauce. That's what they need to bottle up. But then if they bottled it up, nobody would eat them Rubbermaid nuggets that they have. That's how you know the sauce is more important, because they be like, oh yeah, we'll give you a 20 piece, but you can only have one sweet and sour sauce. What am I supposed to do? Pour it all over them? You know what I'm saying? That's how it lets you know right there that the sauce is way more important. All right. We're going to talk about the transgender topic. Does anyone want to bow out of this conversation? It's actually funny because I had this conversation with somebody I was driving for Uber, and I need to do it. Bro, if you ate a 20 piece in one setting, you laid a brick. Bro, you laid a brick. All right. So let's be honest. Who has a problem with the transgender situation? Like, do you think it's right? Do you think it's wrong? State your opinions. We ain't judging here. All right? Well, I'm not judging. Some of these other people might be judging. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, I can't speak for everybody in here, but I'm not judging you. All right? Double dipping is bad, Jeff. We just talked about germs, bro. I would give you the whole bowl of salsa. Like, all right. Okay. All right. We got somebody that don't have a problem with it. Mike thinks it's wrong. Anyone else want to share their opinion? Because the way I see it is a little bit weird and different, I think. Maybe not too different. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not too different, but I think it's a little different than the way that most people see it. Because I don't see it from a standpoint of what the media makes it out to be. I don't see it as... All right, so anybody else want to state their opinion before I get into like what I think? Because in all honesty, nobody in here is wrong on what you think. And I'm going to explain to you why I believe that, okay? I'm going to tell you why I believe. I don't think that you're wrong. It's ma'am. It's ma'am. It's ma'am. It's ma'am. All right, so hold on real quick. Close my window. Because you know that the Fed's watching. Yeah. Because you know that the... Hold on. All right. Had to kill that real quick. Close my window real quick. I don't want that in my house. All right. All right, ISO been dropping some dope stuff. All right, so let's get into when he talked about him being Whoopi Goldberg, yeah, that was funny. Got the Feds watching, yeah. All right, so let's get into what we are really discussing. And what we are really discussing is natural versus science. That is what we are discussing when we talk about the transgender situation here in America. This topic is really as old as both of these. It's older than all of us. That is what we are actually talking about. This really has little next nothing to do with dudes dressing up like women and women dressing or trying to be like men. This is about natural and science. The two have always been going against each other for a very, very long time. Okay? What you normally have is you have people who believe in the natural way. Man, man, woman, woman, the two together, we further the species. Then you have these over here, and what I mean by this is, let me see how far y'all can see, because I'm actually sitting here doing all these hand gestures, and I may be out the camera for all I know. So let me see how far y'all can actually see. All right, so this is the spectrum. On one end of the spectrum, you have the natural people, and they're way over here at the natural. Okay? And you got the scientific people, and they way over here on the scientific. And then anything in between that is where you generally find people kind of like us. We are normally something like me. I'm in the middle. I believe in the natural, but I also believe in the advancement of science. Okay? But then you have some that lean either way. What we're really looking at is the transplanting of false wombs into men to make them more women-like. The surgeries done to remove ovules. And God, what's up? God has joined us. How you doing, God? And we basically have people saying, if a person, I kind of forgot where I had natural and gender and whatever. I'm sorry, because I'm trying to read this. But you basically have people saying, if you take all this stuff and you put it in a man to make him like a woman, then that goes against the natural order of things. You feel me? That goes against the natural order. Then you have people on the scientific side saying that if we don't make any advancements in science, we are doomed to fail as a species, right? So, I want to put it in this type of perspective, and I leave you all to think about it. I watch a lot of sci-fi. I watch a lot of anime and things like that. Now, I know a lot of people are probably going to jump in and be like, you should never use fiction, blah, yazzy, yazzy, blah, blah, blah. But that's not what I'm really doing. Normally what I do is when I look at these things, I'm thinking about the imagination of a person's mind. right? The imagination of a person's mind is what I'm normally looking at when I look at certain references. Have you ever noticed when we fight alien species in movies, there's never no him and her involved in them? Very rarely is there a movie where there's a him and her on the alien side. They're just an opposing force. It doesn't matter if you're looking at The Quiet Place. You don't know if you're looking at scary movies. It doesn't matter. You're never seeing a him and her. You see a thing. Could be him and her. Could just be him. Could just be her. Right? We have to keep our labels. Okay? This is what I mean by the two sides. If we lose our labeling, we lose a sense of self. Okay? Man, woman, black, white, Asian, African, so forth and so on. We lose a sense of self. On the other side with the science is, why can't we transcend labels? So what you end up having is people who are like, I want to keep the natural, which means you got to keep the labels. Okay? Then you have people on the science side. If we transcend labels, there's no more sexism, there's no more racism, there's no more economical stance, rich, poor, none of that matters. We're just one thing. That's what we're really dealing with. Okay? The media spins it, turns it into a bunch of BS, and we kind of get caught up in that BS or whatever. But that's what we're really going against. All right? That's what's really happening. But like I said, when you really look at all these different movies, or I don't know how many of y'all watch anime, but anime is the same way. There's one I was watching that's real good because it talks about this very thing. It talks about how people wanted to go into space, but to do so, they had to change their bodies. And then within changing their bodies, you had the people on the other side. You had people on the other side, on the natural side, who were saying, you can't change your body. That goes against the natural order. What eventually ended up happening was you start having a war against people who wanted to change their bodies so they can go into space, and people who wanted to stay natural and allow the machines to allow them to go into space. And they end up warring. They end up start having a war. And the war went on for so long that each side never knew that they were both human. They hated each other. Okay? So, that's just how I look at it. Now that we have talked about it, how do you all think about the situation? Man, we've covered corona. We've covered sanitary issues. We've covered transgender. What else can we talk about? We covered whack chicken sandwiches. You agree with the science side? Oh, and James Bond movies. Well, action movies in general. We just talked about how nobody cares about James Bond. Now, I've never had one. Hey, I do want to put this out here, though. If things get real bad because of the coronavirus, we have a guaranteed promise from Popeyes that they will never, ever run out of chicken. So you always know where you can go get you some chicken. Because if they run out of chicken, I'm suing for false advertisement. I'm going to die rich. That's what I'm going to do. I'm like, y'all said y'all never going to run out of chicken. What is this? I can't get a 2-piece and a biscuit? Call my lawyer real quick. This is straight false advertisement. I'm gonna die with some money. We're gonna be falling apart. Everything. But I'm suing Popeye's chicken sandwich. Oh, and I'm gonna start coughing on cops whenever they pull me over too. Just gonna be like like, are you sure you want to give me that ticket? I'm using this to my advantage. I'm using it straight to my advantage. Got me messed up. I'm just saying, I've never had one. But bro, I eat at Popeyes maybe once every decade. A chicken sandwich was not enough to entice me to break that. I'm just being real. Popeyes never ever, like, there's chicken joints that just don't interest me. KFC is another one. I ate KFC growing up because my dad liked it, stuff like that. Dude, when I got older, once in the full blue moon, when I turn into a werewolf, will I think about KFC. She said that she thinks that even black cops are racist. What do I think about that? First off, let me be very, very real. Very, very real. Everybody is racist. If you're in America, it's a good chance that hold on. I got a message from KJ. My guy is here. I love KJ. He can't join us. If y'all don't know, KJ is a very important person. They have him quarantined because he will be the next leader of Korea if things don't go correctly. So, and it's so good to have somebody that important. Mike, KJ said, we ain't making shit. And he laughed very, very hard. But yes, he can't join in. You know, the next leader of Korea cannot be a part of this conversation. The police is a gang. Okay, so are we going to talk about police now? Is that what we want to talk about? Do we want to talk about police? KJ is the guy who basically told you yesterday that your laptop is not capable of what you want it to be capable for. Okay? That's who KJ is, if you're wondering. Normally, he's in here chilling with us, gracing us with his presence. So he's the one who told me about your laptop. What? All right, let's do feminism. Feminism. Where Sorrow, Coco, and she was in here somewhere. She might have left. We stopped talking about the food, so she might have dipped. What's her name? Aquarius? She may still be in here creeping. Yes. I'm talking shit because he's watching and I want to see what he's going to say. He just said, nah, bro. I ain't becoming the next leader. Fuck that job. He watching so I can talk shit. Anyways. If you are watching, tell Sorrow to get back in here because we need another woman's opinion. So, feminism. What do we want to discuss within feminism? Like, what do we want to talk about, Mike? What do we want to talk about? Is feminism bad? First off, if we want to discuss feminism, we got to discuss all the weak ass dudes out there. All right. If we're going to talk about feminism, we got to discuss all the weak ass dudes out there, because they actually feed into feminism. Okay? So, it kind of goes along with my one theory, but it's a labeling issue, right? They do. They really do. Here's my whole thing. I believe in 50-50. I really, really do. I really, really do. But as a man, and the way my thought process works, I also believe in show and tell. If you're saying you want to be 50-50 with me, you first need to show me that you can be 50-50. You don't come in with the grace period of 50-50. Like, well, I'm just going to treat you 50-50. Then, I'll wait for you to show me that you can be 50-50. No. Like, for instance, 50-50. Superior, my dude. Man, I was waiting for you to come up in here. All right, man. We need like 6 more people of the AllG's original train. We already got Sam in here. We already got Mike, man. We already got APO. I'm not going to call you your real name. We already got Jeff, man. Black was in here, but I don't think he's one of the originals. I think he's one of the new ones. Coco's in here. We need like a couple. KJ watching, but he can't talk. Man, we're talking about feminism right now. You missed the transgender talk. We talked about Corona. We talked about how whack James Bond was. Transgender. Yeah, I'm saying, like, we have some of the original G's in here right now, bro. So, all right, anyways, if you tell me, oh, you got an extra spring break. That's what's good, baby. Hope you handling your education too. All right, for real. Everybody, I hope you're handling your jobs. I hope you're handling your education. All right. My plan is to sue Popeye's Chicken for running out of chicken once Corona becomes, apocalyptic, and I'm getting rich. I'm dying rich. That's for sure what I'm happening. Now, anyway, so what I mean by show and telling me within that standpoint is, if I can go lift that 80-pound rock, all right, and I'm just trying to put that. Jeff, you've been here for 3 years, bro. That's how long I've been on here. Jerry, what's good, man? Anyway, I'm trying to put this in a simple format. We kind of jumping all over the place, but if I can go lift that 80-pound rock, and you tell me that you can't lift that 80-pound rock, that means we are no longer 50-50 on the subject of picking up the rock. Okay? Which means I don't want you telling me how to pick the rock up, because you can't pick up the rock. Okay? I don't sit in the hospital and tell her how to have a baby. Ain't my area of expertise. we ain't 50-50 on that subject. When I was in the hospital with my kids, I wasn't yelling push. I wasn't. Oh, well, you was here, Jerry. That means you was here pretty early, because I react to Tech 9 was, man, that was pretty early. That was pretty early when I started the channel. So what I'm just saying is, I was letting the nurses and stuff be like, push, do your thing. I'm sitting in the back like, she got this. You know what I'm saying? Autophobia, ISOs, autophobia. Oh yeah, you've been here for a while now. All right, so are we 50-50 on the feminism thing here? Let's get back to this topic, because then we gotta talk about cops. All right. That's a lot. No, we just want women's opinions. Okay, that's all we want. It's not really, you should feel what I'm saying. My thing is, I'm all about women being equal to men. You get what I'm saying? I'm all about, I have a simple, first off, I have a very, very simple rule. The very, very simple rule is, when you come into existence in the world, you have the right to exist. That gives you all rights of the species that you are under. You feel me? That gives you all rights. Men, women, whatever. You feel me? So, Coco, everyone, when you enter in, you are equal. But there are limitations to everybody. Okay? Everyone. Everybody got them. Understanding the limitations of yourself, the strengths of yourself, the strengths and limitations of your partner, is how you create the whole. Okay? I handle things that she handles, so forth and so on. That's how you get that whole thing going there. Right? To put a person underneath your boot or heel, I am against that. If feminism, which I don't really think feminism, I think there's like I said with the whole scale, with the transgender, with the science and natural, it's the same way when you get into this topic. There are just certain people along this line here where you got the extreme versions for and against, and then you have these people on this line that's like, you know, I love men, I love them to death, but I don't want to be treated inferior. How some men may treat women. You feel what I'm saying? So, equal pay will never be like a must, because they ain't paying, because like equal pay is not just an issue with women. It's an issue, women are a part of that, but it's not just an issue of women. There's minorities involved in that situation. There's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of things, other people involved in that situation, not just women. You feel me? Even more so for like minority women. You feel me? Yeah, like it's a lot steeper than that. So once you start saying like it's just about the women, what about all the minorities that ain't getting equal pay? You feel me? Like, Believe me, I've been paid $2, $3 underneath somebody who did not have my skill set. Literally, I didn't say nothing about it. You know, because you get in that mentality of, man, I really just need a job. You feel what I'm saying? But when you start doing they work too, you feel what I'm saying? Same way with women. There's women in there doing the work of a dude. You feel me? Need to get that equal pay. And that's how it should be. But they'll never be that way. Because you got to remember, capitalism is about keeping somebody underneath your boot and heel. All right? Keeping a person down. That's part of it. You have situations like that. I've seen women come into like in my field of like construction, welding, construction, and manufacturing. I've seen women come in there and they give them jobs of like hole watching. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what hole watching is, it's basically when you are in a container where there's only one way in and one way out, you have a person who sits outside the hole and all they do is time keep when a person goes in and when they come out, and they'll give them jobs. They won't make them get in there and do what the men are doing. Moms do have superpowers. You're under the boot of epilepsy. Hey man, some of us are under the boots of things. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to the feminism thing, when it comes to women, I believe them to be equal. But I believe them to be equal until they show me that they're not equal to me in some areas. But I believe that even with men. Like, I believe you to be my equal until you show me that you're not my equal. You get me? And I'm not saying that you're like just inferior to me in general. I'm just saying, like, if we're doing something and you're better than me. So let's say me and Mike playing a video game. He's better than me. Okay? He's better than me in that video game. You feel me? Or me and APO, we playing basketball. I'm better than him in basketball. But he may be better than me in baseball. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's understanding that. That understanding needs to be implanted on everyone's mind. Understand that. We used to make fun because I worked at they used to make the women the cashiers, and I used to work for a grocery store back in high school where you had to push the groceries out and put them in cars and stuff like that and bring the carts back. And they always made the women the cashiers, so they never had to push groceries. So whenever, let's say like 2 or 3 stalkers got sick or something, they make the women push. Boy, we would be out there clowning them, out there pushing carts and stuff like that. They'd be so mad. We was kids though. You know what I'm saying? We was kids. Are we equal? I don't know if we're equal. I think you're a little better than me. I haven't played in a while. I'm missing that new event and everything. Oh no, that is sexist. Like, it's very sexist that they kept them at the cashier and made us do all the heavy lifting. But we straight clown them. What's up? The doggo. We straight clown them because, now you're out here doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't want to be out here? Is that heavy? You know what I'm saying? But we was kids too, though. We were kids as well. I suck at Apex. That's why I put it in my Twitch titles. I suck at it. I need to play because I'm missing the event. I'm missing everything because I have not been playing anything at all. Nothing. Some of y'all probably have not seen me log on like 4 days. But I've been watching anime. It was something like that, Jerry. It was something like that. All right, so we talked about feminism. Are we gonna talk about cops next? Like, is this really something we need to really talk about with police officers? It falls under the same category as the capitalism of keeping someone underneath your boot. Stop. Do not start that conversation in here. We're not Sam, we're not having that conversation in here, bro. We will not have the conversation. Okay? Nope. Nope. You know, the grass is starting to grow. The grass is starting to grow out there. You know, I think it's very nice. Hey, look. Stop. We're not having that conversation. Well, Jerry, what did you say, Jerry? I'm active cop watch. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Jerry wants to talk about police. I am down with what Jerry wants to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I am very down with what Jerry wants to talk about. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about Batman versus Captain America. We are not talking about these things. We are not doing it. Okay? We are not doing this. It's not happening. Okay? It's not going down. The cops. I heard they're trying to make laws. Where they're trying to stop people from recording. Stop people from recording the police. Like, for real. Like, I legitimately think they're trying to make laws to stop people from doing it. Because the cops can do stuff and then give you the footage 6 months to a year later while the person already in jail for something they didn't even do. How many of y'all have seen where they are legitimately like, I'm like, hold on. So we just got footage a year later of this dude this cop that planted drugs. This dude's life is messed up right now for something he didn't do. See, while some of y'all trying to go to the store for wipes, some of us have already, we already stacked up. You know what I'm saying? Track record is very too bad not to record. That's good. That's very good to know. You agree on equality? Man, okay. I'm down for that, man. It's very sad. We talked earlier, Superior, where we talked about how nasty we really are as human beings. And I just expressed my germophobia to people. Because I normally don't ever talk about how much of a germaphobe I really am. Like I got disinfectant wipes because we wipe doorknobs, light switches, keyboards, controllers, remotes, anything that gets touched a lot by everybody in the house, we wipe that down. And then we just kind of spray everything else. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to wash your sheets, stuff like that, every week. I'm just saying, if you come to my crib, we clean around here. We clean around here. We clean around here. That's why I got dash cams. Bro, when I start Ubering, I start seeing all these situations with Ubers, police and stuff like that. I said, man, I better get a dash cam. And I get recorded footage. Doop. Put somewhere else. Keep it all. For real. Jeff, no, I did not get no ice cream. In fact, that guy don't need to be around here. You want to know the crazy thing is? If we would advance and stop using so much toilet paper, because there are so many other ways. My son has just graced us with his presence. Bye-bye, buddy. Bye-bye. No, hold on.
Okay, if he wants to go to daddy, let him go to daddy. He was trying to get to you earlier.
Oh, man, you are warm, boy. You are warm.
Medicine.
You are warm.
He needs to go get some medicine.
Okay. Say hi. Say hi. Look. How about that? Say hi. Everybody's saying, hey, man. Yeah, he's sick. He does not feel good. He's like looking at the screen like he ain't having it. So, I believe that we need to actually hold police to a higher standard, because they are our employees. They are our employees. We need to hold them to a standard so we can get future generations of police officers that actually withhold the higher standard and do better in the future. Because our cop system right now is not very good. You okay, miss? Oh, my baby boy. He just wants to sit with me so he can fall asleep. No, they do not. They do not. It's more so about self-preservation, and that's the scary thing when it comes down to giving someone the authority over another person. We always forget that self-preservation is within all of us. Okay? To preserve oneself is within all of us. Okay? Alright, so now on a brief discussion of Goku and Superman winning. Alright, that's over with. Now we want to talk about gun laws. We want to talk about gun laws next. Okay. Alright, cool. We want to talk about gun laws. I used to work with cops, bro. I used to work with them. The grocery store I told you about, they hired state troopers as security. And if you sit and get to talking to them, you can learn a whole lot of stuff about cops. I use it to my advantage. Well, never mind. Anyways, so we're going to talk about gun laws. Yeah, exactly. I completely agree with you, Jerry. Like that cop that shot that woman through her own window just because her front door was open. He said you wouldn't even save a cop. Oh, man. Buddy, I can't lean with you, which I know that's what you want me to do, but I can't lean because then they won't be able to see me when I talk to them. So I can't lean. All right, Bubby? So sit here and chill, Papa. Tell your mama get you some medicine. Okay? Dude, you are hot. That's why you don't need to be in this room, because it is hot in here. Not you. Here you go.
Come on, baby buddy. Come on.
Okay, go with your brother. Jabriel, close my door. I really wish they made Pedialyte popsicles. Wow, bro. They had you arrested for having a seizure. Wow. Wow. All right, look, I don't want to get into the cop stories. I've told some of myself on here. Of my run-ins with the police for doing absolutely nothing. It's always like that. The stuff you should. That's why I just kind of chalk it up to like it's what I deserve. Because the stuff I have done when I was way younger that I should have gotten in trouble for, I didn't. But then when I got older and I'm minding my own business, I got in trouble for doing absolutely nothing. So I was just kind of like, you know what? I kind of deserved it. But cops have a real bad habit of harassing people. They really, really do. They think they got to know who you are. There's a lot of things they do where they actually harass you. All right, okay. All right, so yeah, a cop went into a guy's apartment and shot him. We all know that story. And then got hugs from the judge. You know what I'm saying? Huh. Bro, there was a story where these cops beat this girl up, sicked their dog on her, because a store dude said he got robbed, right? He gives the description of this big dude with dreads. They see a black chick, probably weigh $1.25 billion. Okay. Probably weigh $1.25 billion. They do all this stuff to her. Even with the store dude outside saying that's not the person. They're telling him to shut up and go back into the store. But you know what really put a spotlight on the police is whenever that situation happened there in Miami. And like that's not him. And I mean, they were sitting there sicking the dog on her. I mean, like the shit was crazy. But what put a spotlight on how cowardly the police have become is that Miami situation where they got in that gunfight with that dude that hijacked that mail truck and they hid behind cars with actual civilians in them and didn't hide behind their police cars. So the dude was shooting at innocent people in there. Like that right there really put a spotlight on ain't no bravery no more. You know what I'm saying? Like that situation really made the Miami PD look very, very bad. It's not him. Like what? All right, so gun control was the next one, right? So we took care of the Superman thing. All right, we did that. Yeah, cops do. Yeah, but you gotta remember, man, like one of the biggest things about our model of government is they just kind of mimicked what the mafia was doing and made it legal. So they do the shit that they do while paying their enforcers, which is kind of what the cops are. But they pay the enforcers with your money. So think about it like this. The mafia used to do shakedowns. You had to pay rent, right? For having a business and for living in a particular area. You had to pay that. Then the mafia takes your money and they pay the enforcers that enforce their rules and laws. So it's the same exact concept of what our government does. Same exact concept. They pay your executioners with your money. So you're basically, if you are a working, tax-paying member of society, you're basically paying for your own executioner. That's what you're paying for. All right, what's the next subject? We gonna talk about guns? Are we gonna talk about guns? We already talked about that conversation. Superman wins. Now, are we gonna talk about guns? Yes, they did start off as gun violence, gun laws, or gun violence. Which one are we doing? Are we just gonna talk about guns in general? Guns in general. Guns in general. This is a really, really, really touchy subject. It's a really, really touchy subject. It's a really, really touchy subject. So, I will start with this one saying, what do you guys think? What do you all think? What do you all believe? Let's do it. You do not want to lose your freedom of guns. If you do, you will have them illegally. Okay. So, Sam is for guns. Who else here is for guns and who is not for guns? I have a very conservative audience, so I kind of figure most of you all would be for guns. Okay, so you're for the rights to own guns. So, all right, you for the rights to own gun. Okay, so you are for the rights of people. Oh, I love Tennessee, bro. I think me and you talked about how much I love Tennessee. So you're pro gun. I'm for gun. You're for, see, I kind of figured everyone would be for guns. Okay? Even myself, I am for guns. I am for guns. I am from the right for you to own a gun. Do I like guns? No. I have my own personal reasons for not liking guns, but I have a mind to want to know what something does, can do, and possibly, so you have a better understanding. So I really believe people should, even if you do not like guns, learn about guns. Okay? I personally have my own personal feelings about guns, people who own guns, so forth and so on. Accessibility is the issue. All right, so let me say this. Am I making y'all watch me? What are y'all looking at? Nothing? I don't know. I don't know what y'all really looking at. Here's my issue with guns. And it's not really just guns, but I'm going to put guns in this issue. I mean, I'm going to put guns in the place of what I want to say. Okay? I know I just have this box here, just sitting here doing nothing, you know, but I wish I could find something to kind of play. All right, so here's my thing with the guns, and you all can tell me if you're wrong, if I'm wrong to think this way. You can tell me if you believe it, not, whatever. My issue with guns more stems with my issue with technology. We all know technology will continue to go forward and advance. Guns are going to get more compact and get more deadly. So this is what. So again, remember I talked about with the whole alien thing, right? The whole alien thing, alien forces versus us, know him and her, so forth and so on. Let's look 50 years from now, right? This is what I was getting to. Eventually, weapons are going to become more powerful. Okay? The issue with this situation is the more we populate, the more compact we will become. As we talked about earlier with the virus is affecting people who are very, very compact. When you start getting into guns and the accidental amount of deaths of guns, right? This stems from people having guns out, cleaning them, playing with them. Okay? You get what I'm saying? Them doing these different things. From kids getting their hands on them, so forth and so on. I used to live in an apartment. Okay? As someone who's lived in an apartment, I will definitely tell you, with kids, it is highly, highly stressing not knowing you got one person on the side of you, one person on the side of you, and one person on top of you or below you. And then if you live in a triple, you got a person on top, bottom, and both sides. You have no idea what they have in their home. Most of us really don't know our neighbors that well in general, even if you live in apartments. The amount of times people have fired weapons that have went through the walls of apartments and have killed people, it's very, very high on the accidental death scale with guns. If guns get more powerful, why do you think I want some wannabe military or wannabe cop authoritarian a-hole living next to me and my kids, and he wants to pop open his Budweiser, Coors, Miller Lite, whatever, drink, and have his guns out? I'm just like, so imagine if you got a weapon that can pierce through 4 walls. And I mean, this is just thinking in the future of how strong guns will eventually become. You have people like that living around you who don't know how to properly store their firearms, don't even really have a real place to store their firearms. Couple that with the increase in anxiety and stress on us as a whole. I'm not speaking on other countries, so if you're from another country, I don't know how your country deals with it. But speaking as on us as a whole, what makes you think this is a good idea? What makes us think it's a good idea? You know how you really want to find people who really want guns and don't want guns? Actually, there's two ways. I'm going to give you one way that most people never ever take. If someone is really, really against guns and someone is really, really for guns, why don't you have each one of them shoot each other? So what I mean by that is you take the person who says that he truly believes in the right to own and bear firearms. You take the person who is truly, truly against firearms. You give them both a gun. And not shoot to kill, shoot in the leg, something like that. And you say, will you take a bullet for your belief? That's all you got to say. Will you take a bullet for your belief? Normally what you're going to see is somebody's going to back the fuck down. Okay? And you learn really, really quick who really is about or who is not about something when it comes down to the whole gun debate ordeal, right? If you truly believe in the gun, take a bullet from the gun. Are you willing to take a bullet from the gun? No. Oh, okay. You obviously don't believe in guns enough to take a bullet from the gun. Are you really against guns? I'm really against guns. Take a bullet from this gun to show that you are really, really against guns. Most of them won't do it. Somebody might, but most people won't. Or there's another thing you can do. Put a price tag on it. When you put a price tag on something, sensible people start calculating what's important in life and whether they want to pay for it. What I mean by that is, if you own a gun, you got to own a gun safe. By law, you have to own a gun safe. Okay? You are responsible for that weapon 24/7. Meaning that if that weapon makes its way to a school because your nephew's getting bullied or your son or daughter's getting bullied, you're going to get charged with every single life that gun takes. When you start implementing stuff like this, you start finding out who really wants to have guns. Okay? Criminals will always have what they're not supposed to have to do what they're not supposed to be doing. Okay? We just have to say that. Just period. They will. So my thing is, what happened to us training ourselves to be weapons? The invention of the gun. That's how I see it. You all can disagree, agree, however. But you start making people have gun safes if they want to own guns. You start making it to where they have to keep their guns locked up. And what I mean by that is, if you're not taking it with you, if not on your persons, Nintendo fan guys here, what's up, man? It's not on your persons. It's not in your car, which is also a piece of your property. You know what I'm saying? So forth and so on. And if that gun makes its way into somebody else's hands other than yours, or Viva person who is... So what I'm saying is, like, if it makes its way off your property, not in your hands, and is involved in a situation, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. Get gun safes. Because in no way do I think we should get rid of guns, personally. I really wish we would really bring back training ourselves. 100%. I don't know if Team Box Cut is here, man. Hey man, for some of y'all who yeah, if you report it stolen, for sure. If it's gone, you notice, hey, my gun's missing. It was stolen. You get what I'm saying? But locking your gun up keeps it from wandering off. That means your whole safe got to walk off. You feel what I'm saying? But oh yeah, let me say that real quick for you all who are about our rap battles. By the way, Bruce has been extremely busy. Okay, and for some of y'all know I've been dealing with what I've been dealing with. We did do the head-to-head with Hobson and Crazy Bone. Go check that out. We are working by tomorrow to drop you all the winner video. I want to apologize for the quality of the winner videos. I want to use video clips, but YouTube normally blocks that type of stuff because I like to give examples of what I'm talking about. We're trying to come up with something that's way more captivating so we can get more people involved in season 2 of the battles, right? You feel me? Crazy Bone for the win, baby. But you will learn who wins Sam tomorrow. Okay. I ain't gonna lie though. I don't know why they picked Hobson the Purge when Hobson has so many more meaningful songs. That was a little weird to me, but I'm just putting that out there. I just remember a time when we used to be a weapon. I just remember a time when we used to be able to defend ourselves. Bro, Sam, it just blew me away. It blew me and Bruce. Like, we were kind of like, huh? Yeah, that's what we were saying. We thought for a fact one of the ill minds was going to make it. Because they're just so much more meaningful and so much more lyrically sound. But the Purge is very lyrically sound too. So we can't take anything away from Hobson's sound. But I'm just saying, like, thinking of category wises, that's what we thought. Yes, indeed. I cut it on because I told myself I was going to try to play something, but I might not have time. We've been doing this stream for a while. I kind of just wanted to touch base with everybody because my strikes fell off. Now I can start with my aggressive uploads with no fear. With no fear. You feel me? So now I can start getting up a lot of reactions I've done. Jeff, one of the main reasons why I haven't been talking about some of the songs you sent me is because I got reactions to them. So I kind of just want you to see. The reaction. So I just kind of like, that's why I've just been kind of like, oh man, I haven't heard it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have reactions to them. That's why. So my bad. But yeah, I can start with my aggressive uploads. I got my streaming back. I get to talk to my G fam. I'm talking about, baby. Where's your Jordan Lucas? Yeah, but I don't have reactions to all of them. I just picked some of the ones that you said that were really, really good. Like the 6 second one. Stuff like that. But it's okay if he wants Hobson to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole point of this is for us to discover artists from each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the whole point of us. This is what made me and Team Box Cutter do this. We wanted artists to discover. No, we wanted fans to discover different artists. You know what I'm saying? So I heard the Joyner song, the ADHD. It did not keep my interest though. That did not keep my interest. But like I said, I've been dealing with what I've been dealing with, so I haven't really listened to nothing. I have not made my way through Royce's album, M's album. Who did I listen to last? I went through Busy Bones' album for sure. I think Busy was the last full album I listened to. Was Busy's. Like I think that's the last one I fully went through his album was Busy's. And that was like late last year. Everyone else, I just been catching signals. Carbon Monoxide was great, bro. Stupid is and stupid does. Like, that's my song, bro. Stupid is and stupid does. I love it. I love it, bro. I love it. But yeah, that's why. But now I can be more aggressive with the uploads. Cause them strikes is gone. Yes, they are. Them strikes are gone. Yes, they are. So now I can just be like, use all my internet up. They're gonna be calling like, sir, you have used way too much internet. I'm like, nigga, get them out. I remember when I first started doing this, bro, I have 4 tabs up. I would have 4 tabs up. Every tab was uploading a reaction to go on. And then I would go to work. Like, I would go to work. And so then, bro, I would go to work and then I'd be mad because like maybe 2 of them didn't upload and I had to start them all over again when I got home. I'd be like, damn, I used to put out some reactions, bro. I got like almost 1,600 videos on this channel. Literally. Crispy, you might have just you may have sub just to, you know, I have zero idea why. I don't know why. I really don't know why people sub to this channel. I am not like your normal reactor. I don't jump up and down. I don't punch the air. I don't do kung fu kicks at the camera. I also don't think that the most basic rap lines are dope. I don't react to what's popular. I have zero idea why most people come to this channel. Now that I think about it, why do people come here? I don't charge $100, $200 for a reaction. I'm really sitting here trying to figure out why people come here. Because almost everyone else is way more popular than me. You feel me? I don't do what the masses like. Huh. I do wish people will get more involved, but we're trying to come up with something better because we feel like sometimes video and influence of the 2 categories, Sam, it kind of hurts certain artists. And we want, the whole point of the battles is for you to discover somebody that you may not have known about, or for Mike to discover somebody he may not have known about. You know what I'm saying? By watching them. So that's kind of the whole point of them. I knew the first season was going to be full of a bunch of big names because most people go with, you know, the names that they know. But those names can't return next season. So what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going to happen when you really got to look for some of them underground artists. You feel me? I just wish more people took the hip hop thing a little bit more serious, because like APO knows, and like Jeff knows, and stuff like that know that I 100% believe hip hop has the ability to connect the world, right? I feel like it has the ability to connect the world. Like rapping is getting everywhere. You feel me? I don't see country music doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see jazz doing it. I don't see particular genres of music. Josh, what's good? This is another OG right here. Josh is another OG. I don't see some of our other genres being able to do that. The closest I would think is rock, because rock is pretty heavily spread around the world too. But I just feel like hip hop can do it. So I normally don't shit on hip hop. I'll just let you know that I don't listen to certain artists. Yeah, even India has rappers now. And I like really let them know, like, you Negroes. No, I'm saying y'all, India hates black people. Okay? I'm talking about old India. Old India hates black people. All right? So when I find out that India has taken rap, I look like that meme with all the question marks where you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, India hates black people because of colonialism and the divide between India and Africa by the British. Okay? So they really don't like black people. I'm talking about old India. New India, like any place, the new generation comes in and they just kind of like, man, get out of here. You know, like the racism, stupid, stuff like that. So I actually commend New India for making this step. But it's like, I've made a message to old India, like, y'all have no right to even listen to this as much as y'all hate. As much as you all hate black people, man. I would have to listen to that. Just the outsourcing. You know, one of the funniest things in the world to me comes from Indian people is when you call customer service and you obviously have gotten an Indian guy, but he tells you his name is John Smith. Hello, this is John Smith. I'm like, bro, you're not John Smith. Like, I don't know what script you're reading from. You are not a John Smith, bro. It's not happening. They picked the most basic names to try to use. I'm like, bro, what's your real name? No, R&B, I don't think. He said my real name is... He said I'm not over the top. I don't really try to be. I explained to somebody that, to be honest with you, in real life, I am way more over the top on things that I think are dope than I am in reactions. Because in reactions, I'm trying to understand, right? To say something meaningful, you have to listen to understand, not listen to hear. So I'm always trying to listen to understand so I can say something meaningful. In real life, though, like if you was like chilling with me and we listening to some songs, I'm gonna be like, bro, and like lean on you, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you hear what he just said? Like, that's how I'll get. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's in real life, because then we can discuss amongst ourselves what we hear. You feel me? But here I have to listen to understand. Yeah, but Africa's rap scene been growing though. It's been growing for a while. Now, I'm not trying to take anything away from you, APO. I'm just saying, like, it's been growing for a minute. If you paid attention to it, it's been growing for a long time. True. Very overpowered. You know what? Before I go, F it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. You all got Goku. Let's do it. I'm going to squash this right now. What's good? What's good, hood? What's good? Why do you all think Goku can beat Superman? I would love to hear some of these explanations. Oh, yes, because those make me happy. That Royce made me very happy. I need to put my I'll do that today. I won't have time to do that today. I'll do it tomorrow, because I gotta drive. I have to drive. Some of y'all don't know I'm an Uber driver. I gotta drive and make some money. But yeah. All right, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, we got the planet busting conversation. Okay, all right. Okay. Planet buster, stopping bullets. What else we got? What else? Come on. Ladies, if you're in here, join in. Goku, Superman. Come on. Just because he is an OP character and he's been rewritten does not contribute to this conversation. Now, let's get into that right there. As maybe you can see, let me do this real quick. Let me do this, because you can probably see them, but I'm gonna help you see them a little more. You see that wall over there? I can have this whole wall over here full of comic books. Okay? Same thing with that one, but I don't put them up because my son can get a hold of them. Okay? Let me help you understand something. There are some basic reasons why I can sit here and say that Goku can never beat Superman. Very basic. Very, very basic reasons. Number one, when you get into the cartoon versus comic book of a Superman, never consider the cartoon. Never do it. Superman has literally been scaled down because he used to be able to sneeze and destroy a galaxy. You know how stupid that is? In a comic book? For you to basically sneeze and destroy an entire galaxy. Oh my God. It's dumb as hell. He's been scaled down to be a lot more reasonable of a character. But here's the situation. Superman don't need to eat. Superman don't need to drink. Superman needs only sunlight. Okay? Goku don't matter Super Saiyan God. This is the problem with Goku. He is one of the most unreliable characters. First off, let me put it to you like this. Goku has never beat a single villain by himself. Goku has never beat a villain by himself. Manga or anime. Okay? Manga or anime? Bro, the whole squad ran through Frieza before Goku showed up. And you also got to remember, this is back when power levels and losing energy actually mattered during the Frieza time. That don't matter no more. But during the Frieza time, they even caused him to transform because he was catching them Vegeta hands. What I'm saying is, he ain't never ever beat nobody without no help. Okay? I'm taking Vegeta because Vegeta actually works for a lot of the stuff that he get. He just don't show up and be like, oh, I know how that works. And he don't do that. He be in there still hitting push-ups, diamond fingertip, behind the hand fingertip diamond switches. Vegeta be still in there getting it in and putting in work. Goku show up, this nigga will do one thing of farming, and then this nigga has unlocked a super ability. That is BS. So, okay? This nigga done pull some radishes. So if I pull the radish like this, with each hand, then I have unlocked the ultimate secret technique. Alright? Shit's trash. Shit is trash. Okay? Let me tell you how super duper trash and stupid Goku is. He fought Hit. Who remember Hit? Y'all remember the guy who can kill people? Okay? He fought Hit. Okay? Hit has the ability to stop time. Okay? Not slow down time. He can stop time. He can stop time. He can stop Goku in his tracks. And at the speed that these characters are supposed to move, that won't affect him because he can still absorb sunlight. Nuclear winter doesn't affect him. He's actually caused nuclear winter before, and it don't affect him like that. I saw you put that up a few times, but it doesn't affect him like that. Putting clouds. All right, here to help you understand that real quick. Just because there's clouds, don't mean sun radiation isn't permeating to the Earth. It still permeates to the Earth. So nuclear winter does not matter. Now, Hit can stop time. Stop you completely. At the speed that these characters are supposed to move, how is Goku going to figure out what attack is coming when time has been stopped? And Hit is literally unstopping time right before the attack. Look, man. Goku's been in water. He needed to fly up to get some air. Okay? But he's been, supposedly, Goku fans tell me he's been in space fighting with no oxygen. Why would he need to go up for air from fighting in water, but be in space fighting with no oxygen? Okay? He's the most stupid, unreliable character that there is was simply saying that the sun is just a star. Do you know how many we have in the galaxy? This is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's just, we always look at our sun, right? Again, because I'm gonna equate this to the Goku universe of why this is stupid. All right. It's just a star. Like, you know how many we got? That's it. If you keep up, and I mean, we talking about real life. If you keep up with science in real life, you know how many stars, how many suns we really got in this galaxy that even eclipse our own. Secondly, if Goku destroys the sun, he can't live. He can't live. Goku and everybody on the planet can't live in Goku's universe if he destroys the sun. So, Superman can just fly to another galaxy. Goku can't fly to another galaxy without, what's his name, Whisk? I think his name Whisk, right? Whisk or Whisk. He can't fly to another galaxy without it. Okay? Kryptonite don't matter. Can you really explain to me where a place that is permeating with no oxygen, whether it be water, actually, let me not say that, because actually water is permeating with oxygen. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, so all I'm saying is I love Dragon Ball Z. I really, really do. I love comic books. But if Goku's as strong as he say that he is, right? Goku should be able to punch the physical earth and destroy it, right? I'm asking these questions. I already know the answers, but I'm just saying he should be able to take his punch and just boom. But he can't. They actually have to exert their ki, which is what caused the planetary destruction level. Superman can take his fist, move it to the speed of light, which makes it basically the power of a black hole in his hand, and just hit the earth, and the whole thing is obliterated. So can we not talk about Goku and Superman no more? Oh, I'm sorry, somebody else came in here. My bad. How you doing? How are we doing? What's going on, guys? I'm sorry. That's fine. He can instantly transmit, but when there's no Earth, when there's the explosion of the planet, he's going to have to transmit over to where, I guess, wherever King Kai at, and sit there. Okay? I'm just saying, Goku was putting plenty enough time to save himself, but I'm just saying, Superman can literally blow up the planet and just fly to another galaxy. He would have to instantly transmit to a place. And that's even if his concentration is on point. Because if his concentration is on point, he can't use it. Anyways, with all that being said, I end my statement like this. Yamcha is the realest killer out of the whole series. Now, with that being said, we talked about guns. We talked about Goku, Superman. We have talked about transgender. We have talked about quite a bit today. Y'all have made this a very interesting 2.5 hours. Man, this is why I love y'all, man. This is why I love my G's. My GG's has been with me, man. We can sit here and do this. There's no more to this debate. Yamcha is the real killer. Okay? Wolfang Fist till I die. Now, Piccolo's the black guy of the show who continuously gets screwed over. Yeah, I think we talked about guns. We have talked about... We're not talking about that because they're the same as that character. That's like talking about Deadpool and Deathstroke. There's no point in talking about those. They're made to be the same. Piccolo gets so disrespected. Raising another nigga kids. Ain't never got to hit that chi. Like the way they show Piccolo in like the tournament, I was like, bro, the disrespect is so high for a character like Piccolo. And I'm talking about Piccolo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about Piccolo who was given 17 them hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the best fights ever. And they have turned this dude into a babysitter. And they didn't just disrespect Gohan as well. It's like they just disrespecting all the characters. How the hell you finna give 17 a dub who's been gone this long over Gohan? Better yet, over Vegeta. Who is writing this? Huh? What overlay? What are you talking about? Oh, you talking about this right here? That? Why not? Yeah, man. Yeah. It ain't hurt nobody. Why you gotta do that? There we go. Now that's a good Jeff. That's a very, very good debate. If everyone's seen the movies. Dark Knight versus the Joker. Yeah, the Goku plot armor is stupid, bro. For real. The Goku plot armor is dumb. So, Heath Ledger. Oh, what's my take on the memes on Corona? A lot of misinformation for some memes. You remember, there always got to be opposing forces. Some people that believe it, some people that don't. Some people who want to be the counteractive, whatever, to this scenario, yada, yada, yada. We have to be very, very careful of particular things when it comes down to memes. I explained that a long time ago with memes where they was like flashing some dude who was actually like a murderer, but making his image famous for meme purposes. So, but oh, you're a high school teenager that makes memes? See, my thing is, like, I came across this meme where this dude made a meme where supposedly this guy had slept with the moms of his 3 bullies, right? So everyone was like loving it, right? So I'm looking, I'm like, that looks like a mug shot. So when I go track it down, which is not hard to do, I seen it, and I was like, oh, this dude actually killed somebody. Killed the teacher. You know what I'm saying? So then I came in and like put the article in the comment section, like, hey, this dude actually killed somebody, right? I start getting bombarded with fake news. You're ruining the meme, yada, yada, yada. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you know how many pictures there are of nerdy looking people that you could have picked that actually probably won like a chess championship or have done something for the school. Why are you permeating this guy's picture around who's actually a murderer, and you're letting these people praise someone who took the life of somebody who belonged to some other people? Better way to make the meme. Anyway, I got bombarded with a bunch of stupidity, and it just made me think that the minds involved with some memes are not the most intelligent minds, because you can make smart, funny memes that just have a little bit of truth in them, but the rest of it is over exaggerated, which that's the whole point of the meme. And at the same time, the end goal, sure, but you could achieve the end goal. See, when you just think about the end goal, you're not thinking about what happens before and in the middle. You can achieve the end goal just by switching the picture. That's it. You feel me? So I just feel like, kind of like with anything. Remember when memes were a lot harder to make back in the day? Which you said you're a teenager who makes them, so you probably don't remember that. Memes were harder to make. Once everybody got the access, was able to access the ability to make memes, people just got lazy with making memes. It's a lot of regurgitated BS. When people actually had to work hard to make memes, way better quality memes. You know what I'm saying? And memes start making timelines look like reruns. If we're going to be real. My timeline looks like a rerun because somebody discovers a meme that I've seen 6 months ago, and then it just becomes a constant whatever. Anyways, Goku epic rap battles. That was funny. That was a funny one. That one was very funny. Yeah, but his Batman's plot armor always makes sense because he's always supposedly prepared for everything. So that's how they keep that there. If I try spicy chicken, I'll have to if this virus continues to spread, because they never run out of chicken. I've been guaranteed they never run out of chicken. So I'll try one eventually. Don't worry. I will try one. And they say they never run out. They never run out. So I'm going to die rich because I'm suing the moment they run out. Walk up there and be like, y'all like my cell phone case? Some of y'all may not have been alive when this was popping. I kind of learned that. When I talked about Final Fantasy VII. I learned that Jeff was just being born when I was sitting there playing that game on PlayStation. Woo, boy, it reminds me I was straight old. I am old. Let me tell you something, bro. If you had one of these in your pocket, you were getting in trouble at school. You were getting in trouble at school. Especially when they made them real small, too. You pull that mug out in class, you're about to catch some Pokemon. Let me see. Someone asked about Ash winning. APO, was that you asking about Ash finally winning? Ash winning, finally winning. I think Ash was meant to be one of them characters that just never, like, to me, like, Ash was one of them characters where, like, they continuously, like, rebooted the series, but they never changed the character. Because he would act completely stupid, like he never ever knew how to catch Pokemon every region that he went to. That's why I stopped watching it. Because I was like, bro, you've caught so many Pokemon. Why are you acting like you don't know what to do? You know what I'm saying? It's like, why don't you just reboot the series and make another character? Bizarre versus Nick Cannon. Please tell me Bizarre did not make another diss song. Please. Is Bizarre coming on Wild 'N Out? Is that what's happening? Because I have not been keeping up with it. Because like I said with Nick Cannon said some very real shit in his interview. And I was like, can't disagree with him there. And I just mean this on other shit. He said some real shit on something else that a lot of people don't look at. Bro, no, because I can't drive until around 7. But I gotta make some money. See, my goal was to make $800 and then go to this casino and win big. You feel me? Like, to win big. I'm talking about coming back with, like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Just coming back balling, you know? Like, that's the plan, you know? Just come back, like. And then use all of it to pay my bills. You feel me? You know? Hold on. Where's my girl at about the anime? I meant to ask some questions. Tripping. I meant to ask some questions. If you all don't mind. It's about anime. It's not about Goku. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's up, bro? How y'all living down there? Thank you. I want to ask you, miss, because you said you like anime. What anime do you like? You know, that's why she was so quick to. That's why Ash's mom was so quick to send a 10-year-old out into the wild with the wild animals. She was sick of it. Okay? The Poca vibrator was doing no good after a while. She wanted that real. Okay? She wanted that real. Professor Oak laid the oak. Full oak tree. That's why that's why every time she would call, hey mom, was that Professor Oak? You see him running past the camera, putting his clothes on. Shit. He'd be like, I'm finna call Professor. He run back to his lab. Oh hey Ash, like, why are you sweating, Professor? No, I was just working out. Here. I was just working out here. Have you caught any more Pokemon? Pretty sure I saw you at my mom's house. No. I stay in the lab. Straight line. Every time he called home, Oak was there. Every time. Or she would be at the lab. I'm like, Professor Oak, I want to ask you about this. Is that my mom? Oh, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, though. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody put a cartoon up, a clip of a Hey Arnold cartoon. And it was like, and Hey Arnold is not something I watched. I knew about it. And, it straight looks like his mom is getting like straight ate out from the back from the clip. I was like, whoa, hold up. They really put that up there like that? Hey, yo, what's up? Hey, wasn't Brock like 19 or something like that? Was always hitting on underage girls? Now that I think about it, Pokemon was a pretty weird show. Like, Pokemon was a pretty weird show. And you ever notice how, like, Misty kept Daisy Dukes on, whether it was snowing, raining, sunny, typhoons? She always kept Daisy Dukes on. Like, don't you want to change clothes before you get sick? You know, that's back when animation kept the characters in the same clothes the whole time. They couldn't change outfits. We got a bunch of... Ooh, Spawn! I'm about to put that on the gaming channel. Anyways, ooh, and there goes the World War meme. There goes the World War meme. He did like older women, but he would holler at any girl that was cute. So he was at them underagers. AB, what's good, bro? My kids watched the new Pokemon show where Ash looked completely different. And he ain't even around Brock and Misty no more. But them Pokemon battles in the new show, them be tight. I was sitting there watching with my kids like, bro, these graphics is dope. I'm like, these graphics is dope. No, that's the X-rated version of Pokemon. That's the X. No, for real. My kids watch it. And I'll be like, you know, you be walking past, you kind of like look over like, hey man, these battles is tight. I didn't know Dexter's Laboratory was still going. I've been missing out. I need to watch that new series of Samurai Jack. AB, how you doing, man? What's going on, baby boy? How you been? How's mom? How's everything like that? By the way, if y'all don't know, AB is a future model. Okay? Like, if you go to, like, his Instagram and stuff, he is a future model. He has all the poses on lock. That's why I don't model, because he's the embodiment of modeling. Hey, Dexter's mom, Georgia Peach. Me too. I'm fat as well. No, I've actually been losing weight, but I have stopped working out completely. Georgia Peach. They knew what they were doing when they made that one. Oh, Dexter had a little tight feet walking, knowing good well Dexter's dad was not hitting that. The mailman and the milkman had that on lock. Because there ain't no way you got that walking around the crib and your face is always in the newspaper. Dexter. My face would have been like, S. See, I told you I'm actually crazy. Boys, I have to go. It is almost 6 my time. I want to thank everybody who came through the stream. I'm going to break this stream up and put our topics out there for other people to talk on. He said he never came out the closet yet. He never came out of the closet. Something out. Well, them kids belong to somebody else. But yeah, I gotta go. I'm finna get some grub because I'm starving. Actually, just a shake, but whatever. Be safe out there in South Africa, bro. I would love to talk to you on some stuff on what's going on in South Africa, what's happening down there. Because I keep my nose in the news of the world so my mind doesn't just get contaminated with America. A lot of things happening around the world that I'm very interested in. That's why I love just talking to people around the world. Whether we agree on things or not, you're still peoples. Still my peoples. From Italy to Africa to Korea. It's all good, baby. But anyway, I gotta go because my stomach's starting to like, you know, when you're really hungry and your stomach start doing this right here, like, feed me, like starting to turn. I'm getting really, really hungry. I haven't eaten nothing all day. It's part of my diet though. One heavy meal a day. Love y'all, man. Be safe. Stay away from unsanitary people. Please. Because they real nasty.